It's Jack, no K, Jack in the attic. And I don't wear any color at all. My wardrobe is truly 95% black, and that's only if you include socks. Otherwise, it's about 99% black. But I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of colorwork knitting patterns, and they all look so fun. So I wanted to do a little pattern roundup showcasing what I would knit if I wore color. There is absolutely nothing to say that you couldn't knit these in black and gray, black and white, black and whatever. There are actually a few in here that I do intend to knit in black and whatever other color. But the point is that these patterns are meant to showcase color in a way that is mostly not for me. But I still love the patterns regardless. If I was to knit one of these as a gift, I would be thrilled. This is also assuming that I'm just like good at color work, which how would I know that? I think I've knit stripes before and that's it. Anyway, let's get into the patterns. I'm gonna start with tops and then sweaters and then cardigans separate from sweaters, then a few socks, and then other, which is all shawls, wraps, cowls, things like that. So this is really just for fun. Patterns that wouldn't necessarily make it into my other videos that are more about my specific style. So please take this all with a like hefty grain of salt, and it is all in good fun. I picked these patterns because I like them. So I also wanted to make sure I picked patterns that are size inclusive. They all have a maximum bust measurement of 60 inches or larger after accounting for positive ease. A lot of them have positive ease. So the finished bust measurement minus the recommended positive ease still has to be over 60 to make this list. So I did have to take a couple off. So what the heck? Side note, it just snowed overnight. It snowed. And there are fewer cars out, but it seems like the ones that are louder than ever. I don't know if it's because the snow makes everything else seem so quiet, or if it is just the decreased frequency of cars. Anyway, I'm sorry, I know you can hear the cars. Let's jump into the patterns for real this time, part 2. Starting strong with the Chroma top, despite, you know, me, I love like a bold color blocked garment. And I specifically love the shape of this garment. It's cropped and it has I like cropped with a wide torso and shorter sleeves. Like when the torso goes out to here and then the sleeve is just like your forearm. What is that called? I love that. And this has huge pockets. Very important. This has a finished bust up to 76 inches with 10 to 16 inches of positive ease, so a maximum bust of 66 inches. I forgot to move to the side, so I have room for the pattern, so if that was on top of me, sorry. Next up, we have the Marigold Tee, which looks simultaneously so comfortable, but also so like polished, put together. This has some nice texture. You could absolutely knit this in a solid color and the texture would add a lot of visual interest. This has a finished bust of up to 75 inches with 10 to 12 inches of positive ease, so a maximum bust of 65 inches. We couldn't talk about colorwork patterns without Andrea Mowry showing up, so here she is. This is the Hey Sailor top, which I love. I may actually make this one, either in black and white, or I was looking at Cascade Cotton Socks has a really gross looking green that I really like. Or black and like charcoal have very little difference in the color. I think that would look really cool actually. I really like the neckline. I love that it's reversible. Buttons in the back is fun. Love that. This has a finished bust of 71 inches with 4 to 8 inches of positive ease, so a maximum bust of 67 inches. Next up is the Griddy top, which is the same designer as the Chroma top, the first one in this list. I actually might make this one as well. I don't know if having the sample knit in black and white or charcoal and white helps me visualize it better, that I absolutely could wear this in my current wardrobe without changing anything. This one has a finished bust measurement of up to 69.75 inches with a recommended positive ease of 8 to 12 inches, so a maximum bust of 61.75 inches. This one seems to be kind of right in between a top and a sweater, so it is going to be the transition from tops to sweaters. This is the Rumble Raglan. The Ravelry notes state that this was updated this year with better fit and additional bust shaping to comfortably fit a chest measurement of up to 63 inches. So that's great. This is a very fitted pattern, so having that extra bust shaping seems like a great addition. Moving on to sweaters. So this is the Sea Glass sweater. It just looks so cozy, and I think having the like stripes that aren't stripes, like scrappy, this is specifically designed for like yarn scraps, minis, leftover stash is what it says. A scrappy look. It feels kind of like moody, it gets a little muddled together. I think it's a creative use of a ton of color that ends up looking not so colorful, you know? So I really like this. This has a finished bust measurement of 68 inches with 5 to 8 inches of positive ease to fit a maximum bust measurement of 63 inches. Okay, next we have the Alder Sweater, which I think would also look really good in black and white. That would look very cool. It is a top-down raglan and an all-over slipped stitch design in 2 colors from the pattern description. It just looks cozy. This one has a finished bust of up to 67.25 inches with 1 to 4 inches of positive ease, so less positive ease than most of the patterns here, but that would fit a maximum bust measurement of 66.25 inches. Okay, next up, this is kind of a showstopper. This is the Fortuna's Wheel Pullover. I don't think I could make this, so this is so aspirational. I don't know what this says about me. Anyway, so this is purely aspirational for me. It looks like it does have matching pants as well. Imagine rolling up to the function in this fit though. I just have to say it. This goes hard. This goes so hard. I have just sat here silently staring at the photos. Anyway, this has a finished bust of up to 71 inches with 10 to 15 inches of positive ease to fit a maximum bust of 61 inches. I haven't looked at the pants. There are no pants on this list. Hold on. Let's talk about the pants too. Yeah, okay, so adding to the list mid-video, surprise pants. Can I spell pants? Awesome. So these are the Fortuna's Wheel trousers. They are linked in the more from section on the sweater, but I will link. I'm linking everything below, so I'm just adding this to the list of things to link below. Is this my dream outfit? Perhaps. I would like to become an optical illusion. Wow, okay. So, discovering this in real time with you. Looking for sizing. So the finished waist circumference goes up to 54.5 inches to be worn with 0 to 2 inches of negative ease. So yeah, maximum waist measurement of 56.5 inches. Sounds pretty good. Wow, I love a straight leg trouser. I love a tapered trouser too. That's just more staring in silence for me to edit out. I have to move on. Anyway, surprise, there are pants in this list now. Cardigans. Let's talk about cardigans. Ooh, Andrea Mowry's back. This is the Trinigan. I hope I'm saying that right. Trinigan? Trinigan? I'm assuming it's Trinigan because it's more fun to say. That's not a good reason. Anyway, this is a very oversized, cozy looking cardigan. It looks like it combines a solid color with a gradient, which creates a really cool effect. This could absolutely be done with black and any gradient yarn and look incredible. I love the sample piece too. I always feel the need to clarify that I love color on other people. So this cardigan has a finished bust of up to 74 inches with, again, 10 to 15 inches of positive ease, so that would fit a maximum bust measurement of 64 inches. We also have the Heirloom Quilt cardigan. It just looks incredible. From the description, using a block construction, this design is intended to focus on color and pattern to lead to a timeless piece intended to be handed down. Each block is a chance to try something new, to combine different colors, to start again. I love that. It really does look like a timeless piece, and it has just the coziest vibe. This pattern actually only has 3 sizes, but it includes a lot of positive ease. I think it could still fit a pretty wide range of body sizes. The finished bust measurements are 50 inches, 70 inches, and 78 3/4. The description also says test knitters chose sizes that gave 15 to 30 inches of ease. So maximum bust there is probably like 63 3/4-ish. We are at the second to last section, and this is when I realize my ceiling fan has been on this entire time. Gentle clicking and clacking ASMR. Let's talk about socks. So I already have more colorful socks. Like, yeah, most of them are Halloween socks, but I had an idea a while back that when I travel, I would pick up one skein of colorful sock yarn and make like souvenir socks. And that way I could use all the fun colorful yarn, not all the fun colorful yarn, but I could use more fun colorful yarn that I otherwise wouldn't have a reason to pick up. I wear boots every single day of the year, so either my socks are completely hidden or there's just a little bit peeking out of the top. And if a colorful sock is peeking out of the top of my boots to go with my solid black outfit, that's cute, that's fun, so whatever. So this section is even less serious because I already wear colorful socks. So what if I do make these? Who knows? I'm actually the world's slowest sock knitter, so probably not. Starting with the color palette socks, this is another color block moment. Ooh, this is a free pattern. So this is a one size pattern, adjustable length. It's probably fairly easy to adjust the width of the stripes or maybe add additional stripes. So this should be fairly adjustable. Next up, we have the truth is out there socks. I once had, in my youth, a pair of Jeffrey Campbell like creepers that had little green alien faces, a print of all over little green alien faces, and these remind me of those so much. So these are just fun and cute. I just wanted to put them on this list because I like them. This comes in 3 sizes, and it notes in the Ravelry description, further sizes can be achieved by going up or down a needle size. So, okay, next we have Once Upon a Sock. These have a cute little fantasy scene with a castle and a dragon and a knight, it looks like. Adorable. This one has 5 sizes. It could probably also be adjusted with going up or down a needle size. Okay, I have never seen anything like this in my life. These are the plaid pocket socks. They're plaid, they have a pocket. The description says, the pocket is worked simultaneously with the leg using double knitting, no sewing involved. What else can I say? They're plaid, they have a pocket. What would you keep in your sock pocket? I would keep my Aldi quarter, or Aldi quarter in the right sock, Hobie hard candy in the left sock. And it comes in 3 sizes. Colorwork socks are everywhere. There are a million socks I could have included in this video. I just wanted to grab a few that made me extra happy. Moving on to shawls, wraps, and cowls. Andrea Mowry's here again. This is the Nightshift shawl. This is worked sideways, has I-cord edging. It looks like it's made with like 6 colors. The sideways construction is interesting. I'm wondering if it starts at the long end or the short end. I don't think it says where it starts. I'm just talking out loud, really. Anyway, moving on. Next up is the Eleonora Shawl, which is a 2-color brioche shawl. It is bottom up. Man, I can't stop thinking about, is it better to start with the small part or the big part? That must be personal preference, and I don't know what mine is. I can tell you quite recently I cast on something with over 400 stitches, quit, started over with a different yarn. That got ruined in an incident. Not my fault, but trust me, it's not salvageable. Cast on a third time and then said, I'm gonna pick a different pattern. So that has nothing to do with this pattern. This is, as I said, 2-color brioche, bottom up cowl. The texture of this looks incredible, and it is reversible. I don't know if brioche is having a moment or if I am just aware of it now. Next up, we have the Crannog Cowl. This is 2-color garter stripes. It's knit flat. Sorry, my camera almost died. The Crannog Cowl we were just talking about. It's diagonal garter stripes. It's knit flat. It's a nice 2-color. It looks like this would be pretty easy, pretty beginner friendly. It also has an I-cord bind off in a contrasting color. It does have a listed neck circumference of 20.5 inches, but it is easily adjusted. So next we have, how is this the first Stephen West pattern in this list? We have the Flying Foxtail Wrap. This is another brioche pattern, another 2-color brioche pattern. It's quite long and quite wide. The texture of this is also quite delightful. It looks very squishy, very soft, very warm. Frankly, it scares me. It's very intricate. Next we have the Celestial Wrap. This is 4 triangles knit separately. What does it say? A modular construction shawl made of 4 triangles knit separately and joined together before adding a decorative eyelet edging. And there are 2 sizing options on this one. I think I rarely see shawls and wraps with specific sizing. I see a lot of shawls that you kind of just knit until you stop. Oh my goodness, have I changed camera angles multiple times? Next I have not one pattern, but a collection of patterns. This is the Brioche Bandana Cowl that comes in 4 patterns for 4 different yarn weights. You can make this in super bulky, worsted, DK, or fingering weight yarn. I am actually planning to make the fingering weight version of this with some of the yarn I got in my Beetlejuice Halloween hangover box. Very excited. I'm kind of just waiting until I don't have 6 or 7 projects going to start this one, but I'm very excited to get going. I've heard that this is a very approachable pattern for beginners who haven't knit brioche before. I haven't purchased or looked at the pattern yet, but I have no reason not to believe that. And that is our final pattern for today. If you got something out of this, awesome. If you just sat through this to indulge my need to talk about patterns that I'm unlikely to knit, that's also great. I will of course have every pattern mentioned listed in the description and linked to the Ravelry listing. I have no idea when this video is going to go out, so happy Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, middle of December, whatever. So do you have any favorite colorwork patterns, designers? Are you thinking about trying any of the patterns in this list? Let me know. Other than that, that's all I have for you today. So go and live your best yarny life, and I will see you next time.